Atlantis. Atlantis is a legendary island, first described by Greek philosopher Pluto around 360 BC in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias as a powerful advanced civilization that supposedly existed thousands of years before classical Greece. It was said to be wealthy, highly organized, and technologically advanced for its time. According to the story, Atlantis was destroyed by violent earthquakes and floods sent by the gods as punishment for the Atlanteans' extreme greed, corruption, and failed invasion of Athens. The civilization reportedly sank into the Atlantic Ocean. Many scholars believe the story is based on the volcanic eruption of Thera, aka a modern Santorini, around 1600 BC, which created massive tsunamis and destroyed the Minoan civilization, a plausible historical inspiration for the myth. Many theories place it somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, but no evidence has ever confirmed its existence. El Dorado. El Dorado is a 16th-century Spanish legend describing a mythical South American city or kingdom of immense gold wealth, originally referring to a gilded indigenous king who covered himself in gold dust. The legend was likely inspired by a genuine Muisca ceremony, where a new leader covered in gold dust would sail to the center of Lake Guatavita and throw gold and emeralds into the water, while citizens threw in additional jewels. Spanish explorers and European explorers, like Sir Walter Raleigh, launched many expeditions in the 16th and 17th centuries, searching the Amazon and Orinoco regions, with many resulting in death, disease, and failure. The myth reflects both real indigenous rituals and European greed for wealth. Even though no city of solid gold has ever been found, the legend remains powerful. Avalon. Avalon is an island featured in the Arthurian legend. It first appeared in Geoffrey of Monmouth's 1136 Historia Regum Britannia as a place of magic where King Arthur's sword Excalibur was made, and later where Arthur was taken to recover from being gravely wounded at the Battle of Camlan. It is often described as a place of healing and magic surrounded by mist, acting as a gateway between the mortal world and the spiritual realm. The name Avalon is thought to derive from the Celtic word aval or afal, meaning apple, directly translating to Isle of Apples, where apple trees grow in the wild from short grass, requiring no human cultivation. Legend states that apples grow there all year round, and they represent immortality, rebirth, and healing. It is described as a mild and magical island valley where the climate is perpetually pleasant, no hail, rain, snow, or loud winds, creating a realm where the veil between worlds feels thin and the air is filled with magic. Sounds like a great place to live, right? Unfortunately, its exact location is said to be hidden or otherworldly. Asgard. Asgard is one of the 9 realms in Norse mythology and the home of the gods known as the Aesir. Located in the sky and connected to the human realm, Midgard, by the Bifrost Bridge. Asgard is centrally located or in the heavens, surrounded by Midgard and further out by Jotunheim, the land of the giants. It is depicted as a celestial city containing 12 or more distinct realms or halls, including Odin's Valhalla, where fallen warriors feast and fight daily in preparation for Ragnarök, Thor's Thrudheim, and Baldur's Breidablik. Asgard is depicted as a fortified celestial city of power and honor. Beyond mythology, Asgard refers to a twin-peak mountain in Canada and the home of Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus is famously the mythical home of the 12 Olympian gods, structured as a sky-bound acropolis of palaces above the clouds in Greece. The highest peak, 2,917 meters, often referred to as the Pantheon or the Throne of Zeus, where the gods gathered to hold council and debate human affairs. In the Iliad, Mount Olympus is described as a massive fortified complex of palaces beneath its highest peak. Built with stone, bronze, and golden courtyards, these divine halls were the homes of gods such as Hera, Apollo, and Ares. At the entrance stood the legendary Gates of the Clouds, guarded by the 3 Horae, goddesses of the seasons, who controlled access to the sacred realm of the gods. Far below, in the region of Pieria, the 9 muses were believed to dwell among the foothills, turning the lower slopes of Olympus into a place of inspiration and artistic sanctity. While the gods resided there, the mountain is also a tangible, towering range in Greece that was considered the center of the universe. The ancients believed the peak was so high that it was constantly shrouded in mystery and mist, limiting access to mortals. Agartha. Agartha is a legendary, mythical kingdom rumored to exist within the Earth's core or on its inner surface. Often linked to hollow Earth theories, it is described as a subterranean utopia or hidden city, frequently associated with advanced technology, spiritual enlightenment, and sometimes called the King of the World. In the 19th century, the modern concept of Agartha originated and was often described as being located beneath the Himalayas or Central Asia, accessible through tunnels at the Earth's poles, the Great Pyramid of Giza, or Mato Grosso. Myths claim Agartha is inhabited by an advanced civilization, often called Agarthans or the Old Ones, that possesses profound knowledge and superior technology. Some legends suggest it was created by inhabitants of lost continents like Atlantis or Lemuria who went underground to escape catastrophe. While some myths describe it as a physical location reachable through specific secret tunnels, there is no evidence supporting the existence of a hollow Earth or a hidden city at the core, which consists of iron-nickel rock, lava, and extreme pressure. Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden, described in Genesis as the first home of Adam and Eve, is the biblical earthly paradise of innocence and union with God. It represents a perfect state of grace, the presence of God on earth. The garden is depicted as lush, perfect, and filled with life. God created Adam outside the garden and placed him there to tend it. Eve was created from Adam, and both lived in harmony until tempted by the snake to eat the forbidden fruit, resulting in their expulsion. It serves as the setting for the fall of man, with Christianity interpreting this as the origin of sin, while Islam views it as a mistake that was forgiven, emphasizing individual responsibility. Many scholars suggest the garden is in the southern region of modern-day Iraq, near the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Other theories, such as those discussed on National Geographic, include the Persian Gulf, Iran, or even Africa. Hyperborea. Hyperborea is a mythical, perfect land from Greek tradition located in the far north, beyond Boreas, meaning north wind. It was viewed as a sacred paradise of eternal spring, sunlight, and immortality, often associated with the god Apollo. Hyperborea was a theocracy ruled by 3 priests of the god Apollon. These gigantic kings, known as the Boreades, were sons of Boreas, the king of North Wind. The Hyperboreans' primary god was Apollo, who was believed to visit their land in the far north during the winter months, traveling in a swan-drawn chariot. Hyperboreans were considered a sacred, blessed people who lived in a paradise of eternal youth, dedicating their lives to music, dance, and worship of Apollo. In 1595, Gerardus Mercator map shows the land matching Hyperborea's location, and it was linked to locations like Himalaya, Britain, and Siberia. Later, it was vanished after modern cartography arrived. While modern researchers generally accept that Hyperborea was a mythical construction, these theories serve to explain it as either a distant memory of a warmer Arctic climate before the last ice age, a misunderstood report of Nordic/Celtic cultures, or a purely symbolic creation of Greek utopian thought. Valhalla. Valhalla, in Norse mythology, is Odin's majestic hall in Asgard, where the brave, fallen warriors feast and fight daily in preparation for Ragnarok. It is famously depicted as a warrior's paradise. Warriors who die in battle are chosen by Valkyries to reside there. They feast on the magically regenerating boar, Saehrimnir, and drink mead from the goat Heidrun. It is described as a massive golden hall filled with feasting and combat training. It represents a glorious, violent paradise that empowered Viking warriors to embrace the dangers of battle, knowing a heavenly reward awaited. In addition to Norse mythology, Valhalla is frequently used in modern culture to represent a paradise or a place of honor, glory, or happiness.